Here's the story of how I earned $962.90 my first 20 days of doing writing work. 2 years ago, I was doing dropshipping. For those that don't know, dropshipping is when you make a bunch of ads tricking customers into thinking you have a product to sell them, and when they pay you money, you take a month to ship the product to them. Anyway, the business model was expensive and annoying. I wanted to diversify into another business. I reverse engineered what I want out of a business, and I came up with these 3 criteria. 1, doesn't cost much to start. 2, won't cost that much to scale, and 3, high margins. That's when I finally found blogging. Before I go on, watch this all the way till the end because I got something real special for you. Anyway, with blogging, how you make money is you recommend products on your website, and if people click a link on your website to buy it, you get paid a commission. So you don't have to build a product or manage inventory or have supply chain issues. You literally just market other people's products. It's like dropshipping, but instead of being distracted with all the different functions of a business, you just take the marketing part of it and do only that. You can get people to your website in many ways, but I'm cheap, so I chose SEO. After binge watching a bunch of courses and pretending to know what they're talking about, I got started. I wrote 2 blogs every single day and spent 4 hours a day on it, until I burned out about a month later and transitioned to 1 blog post a day, then to only 1 a week. After 7 months, I got tired of writing even though I was doubling my traffic every single month. I looked for some software to write blogs for me, but I couldn't find any good ones. All of them were really bad or wrote really short articles. I also found out about GPT-3 at the time and decided to make my own AI to write instead. But like all devs, I got completely obsessed with the coding and never got back to the actual blogging. With my entrepreneurial ADHD, I now wanted to sell my AI writing software, but I needed a way to test the quality of my writing. I thought about starting a blog and seeing if it got traffic from the AI generated content, but I didn't want to wait another 7 months, so I found another way. What if I used my AI to write for other people, and if it was good enough for them to pay me to do it, then it'd validate my AI. So I started looking for freelance writing work. I got into platforms like Upwork, but realized you have to pitch a lot of people just to get ignored. So I wondered if there was a better way. Like, is there something where they already have a bunch of work and you just write for them, they pay you, and they just keep sending you new work so you don't have to continuously look for work? That's when I remembered I used to use something called iWriter to hire people to write SEO articles for my clients. So that's one platform to apply for, but obviously applying to one platform isn't enough. So after some research, I realized these platforms are called content mills. Literally companies that have found all the work for you, and all you need to do is pass their interview process and you can become one of their permanent contractors where they'll keep sending writing work for you. After applying to a bunch of platforms, 2 accepted me and I got to writing. I used AI to write for me and fix some grammar issues. Then I turned it in and somehow got paid. I didn't get caught, and this was so easy. I just asked for more work and they gave me more work. Then I just kept writing until I earned $962.90 after my first 20 days. I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake that I made and still regret to this day. But real quick, if you need more help finding freelance writing work after watching this video, I'm taking on 3 case studies because that's all I can handle. I'll mentor you directly and hold your hand and show you step by step on a one-on-one basis how to get these writing gigs. And I can work with you until you get a writing gig. All you need to do is to use my software and give me feedback on it so I can make it even better. And if my free unlimited mentorship to get you writing work isn't enough of a bonus for you to be using the same AI software I used to make 900 plus my first month of writing, I'll even let you use it for 80% off on top of the mentoring, which equates to only $24 a month. If you're interested, there's more info below. But anyway, back to my biggest mistake when I was applying for all these content mills. I was going way too fast, I didn't use Grammarly, and I didn't check anything. I just spam applied to every single thing I can get my hands on. I treated it like a numbers game since I just wanted to test RateScribe. I hadn't been accepted to any content mills yet, so I didn't realize at the time how lucrative this is. Taking into account how long it takes to write and edit an article, I was doing 180 to 300 an hour. If I could do it all over again, I'd apply to each content mill with 100% focus and taking my time to do it, making sure all my writing samples were 100% perfect. That's because even though it might take an hour or 2 to apply to a single mill, if you get into one, you are getting an additional stream of income. Let's say each content mill on average pays you about $600 a month and you get 20 of these mills. That's $12K a month for not a lot of work. For example, let's say you had to write 240 articles for that 12K. You might spend 480 hours on it, or 16 hours a day, which is a lot. That's only $25 an hour. But that's if you were doing it manually. But what about with AI? It took me an average of 15 minutes to write an article with AI, so the same 240 articles can be done in 60 hours, or about 2 hours per day for $12K a month. In case you're wondering, that's $200 an hour. That's why I take my time applying to content mills if I had to do it all over again. If you found this helpful, smash the like button and subscribe for the algo.